Good morning, ladies and gents. Craig from Violent D. So we got Carl Farrer's RTR Mustang in at the moment. I keep calling it an RSR for some reason, but it's an RTR Mustang. 5 litre supercharged, absolutely mega light, fully caged, but super sick interior because it's got all like the stock dash unit, door cards, stock steering wheel even, but it's all caged seats, ready to go, like a pure built drift car. Mutant Engineering built it. So yeah, we are just doing that at the moment. We have got bundles and bundles and bundles of vinyls. Toya's been weeding for about a day straight on it. It's a really complex design. There's a lot going on it, a lot of overlays. Let me spin the camera around. I'll show you a rough design what I've been doing. Right, so it's oh, what's going on here? That's handy, isn't it? The computer's not working. That's the story of my life at the moment. Computer's not working. Hello, are you there? I swear to God, I'm absolutely cursed. When it comes to computers, for anyone that hasn't seen my socials, we've had an absolute disaster. We lost everything from Violent D for like 15 years, just went hard drive failure. So we have been rebuilding, getting logos again. All of the livery stuff I've ever done has gone. It's been a disaster, I'm not going to lie. So yeah. Excuse me if I'm a little bit tetchy this morning with computers because I could literally put my head through this screen at the moment. Let me spin this camera around and I will show you what I've been doing. Right, okay, it's caught up with itself. So, Cole wanted a design where it was, it's an American Mustang, so he wanted something that was a bit American, but still keep it quite Japanesey because the drift side of things, and he wanted to do the team taxi. So, it's very hard to visualise stuff sort of on a 2D render. The bonnet is white, the roof is white, all the rest is like a mustard yellow. But we've gone with like a sort of checkered ripped design into like some swage lines, some like swerves with white. There'll be white checkers that go over the back, all over the rear wheel arches. You're gonna work. Sorry guys, this computer's doing my nutting. Yeah, and have breakaway sort of checkers underneath. Now, originally, I haven't done black flames to go over the top. I've just done red because I wasn't too sure what it would look like. But effectively, the design that I've done has got just the red stripes like this, which I actually quite like because you've got the whole idea was it was built around the Crazy Taxi logo of the old Sega game. So, but instead of Crazy Taxi, it's now Team Taxi because obviously he does all the Team Taxi stuff. So, yeah, this is what I was going to do. Obviously, on a 2D render, it always looks a bit pony, but once it's on the car, it looks amazing. So you have to have a bit of foresight because obviously you've got to imagine this going round. There's going to be some stripes which run down the wing. On the white bonnet, I was going to do, either depending whether I run the black or the red flames, I just thought like a couple of red flames coming up the edge of the bonnet here on white would look really good with a couple of the sponsor names, all the logos. You've got like me, obviously Violent D, you've got Mutant Engineering, FDF Race Shop, Whipple Superchargers, BC Coilovers, BM Auto Bodies, Coles, Paint Shop, Sega, obviously paying homage to the actual proper game, then the RTR for obviously the Mustang stuff. But yeah, no, I think it'll be really cool. It's going to be quite complicated, and honestly, it has been days and days and days of cutting and prepping. A lot of people say to me, why don't you just print all that stuff? You can print it and do it all in one. Yeah, you can do, print and cut, but the problem is, I think, the colours are never that vivid. It just seems like a cheat to me. When you can use like a decent piano gloss black and a solid white, the greys, it all just looks so good when it's layered up. Yes, it takes time, but that's what I do. Like that's what I do. That's my craft. I love it. So yeah, we just do it properly and it'll look amazing. Also, being a drift car, if you're printing everything, yeah, some designs you have to print, like if you've got fade tints, but when you've got solid colours, like, if you damage a section, Cole can ring me and go, oh, I've done the rear quarter, can you cut me some white checkers just to go over it? And then that's easy then, it's easy. But, yeah, it has been a long, long prep. Yeah, it's just mountains and mountains and mountains of vinyl. Well, even down to the fact, like, you see the cut files on here. So that's all the cut files. And this is, like, one side, you've got to double that up. That's, what's that? That's 2 meters, 200, just that bit. And obviously you've got one for the reverse, this one for the reverse, 2 of them. then you've got all the white bits that go on top. It's a real long process. Same as these, like here, you know, just the black base layers. They're like 3 meters long each one. So yeah, it's a serious amount of vinyls, but it should look cool. Obviously, that's the cut layers, just so I can see where everything's going. But yeah, right, we'll get a video when we're over by the car. Right, so as you can see, the car is very taxi looking already with the white and the yellow. So it should look pretty good, I reckon. We're gonna take these bolts out, this fender here, just these ones here, because there's obviously like a shaped. I'm gonna bring it right down to a point, but leave a little bit of yellow. So I'm gonna do like cutting tape along here and do like a shaped checkered. Then yeah, this bit should all go down self-explanatory, really. It's a beautiful looking car, for sure. Yeah, very, very cool. Beautiful cage, all inside the stock dash centre console. It sounds amazing, I'll start it up for you later. Yeah, very, very cool. Right, let's give it a clean. Well, it's already clean, but I'll give it a wipe over with degreaser and go from there. What a beast, what a beast. Right, so I've just started with the white, the broken away checkers at the back. So basically this is just like the layout. So I've got bits on here where the black cuts through, which I've got to put on next. All this stuff is at the bottom here, but this will give me the guidelines of where the stuff is placed now on the livery. So if I've got this bit correct, then all the rest should go in line where it needs to be. So yeah, looking racy already. Okay, right, base layer black's on. Like I said, all that white, obviously made sure that all goes where it needs to go. Then we've got all these sort of cut pieces here, which all lay up in between the yellow. And then we've got white, which goes over the top of the black, and then grey, which goes over the top of the white. So quite a few layers, but yeah, it should look awesome. It'd be really cool when it's done, because there's like a grey checker design, which goes inside this swoosh line. And then you've obviously got the big Team Taxi logo, which covers up a little bit of this, which is a shame, but it's a big black thing with the red flame. And yeah, it should be pretty cool once all the red flames come off the back. I do think the red looks really good on this yellow, so I'm going to stick with the red. And then I say once all the checkered striping basically comes from here, there's a little gap between that black there. It comes all the way down. I'm going to follow that swage line down to a point with checkers. Then from the front, I'm going to have the red flames, which come up the side of the wings, a little bit in the middle. And then I might do some white checkery stuff going around the bottom there to kind of tag it all in. So yeah, a lot of work, but it's going to look awesome. There we go. So just put the white over the top of the black. It looks a lot less blocky now. Obviously there's grey to go over the top of that as well, like a dark matte grey. I didn't want to do blacks because it would lose it with the outline. So obviously you've got the black and white checkers going down there, and then I wanted to do like a grey. I might even cut some, like, see, like this sort of stuff here. I might cut some of that in grey to just go around the back bumper, a little bit around the front. But I'll see how it looks on the checkers first, because it might be OTT, but especially with the flames and stuff that I've got to go in. But yeah, it's like I say, it's a lot of work. It's yes, it would have been easy to do it in one big print, but look at the colours on that, how much they pop, and the shine on them. Like, it's so much better doing cut vinyls and stuff like this. Yeah, it's probably 2 times the amount of work, but you know, it's a sick car, and it deserves a good livery. So yeah, looking cool, looking cool. Right, so that's the matte grey in the design. I say we've got a massive Team Taxi going over it, so all of this white and this bit will be covered, I think. But yeah, looks good, looking racy. Right, well, apart from all the little bits that I've got to do down the bumpers, a bit more of the red flame here, and the bonnet, the side is actually done. So yeah, pretty cool. I've done like an eroded sort of looking checker going down. Looks pretty rad. I'm going to do what would Dango do along here. Got to put the plate on the back, a few more white bits coming around the back, a few more white bits coming through here, and a couple of little black bits as well. Yeah, looks good. Got his number on the roof. But yeah, this side is pretty much where it wants to be. So it just needs something here down the bottom to kind of tie it all in. Maybe some white, a bit like at the back there, some white checkers. Maybe do a couple down here. Yeah, looking good. All right, so that's the car finished. It looks absolutely awesome. I mean, if literally Crazy Taxi done a new game, that would be the car, wouldn't it? Look at that. The only thing I've got is the RTR logo that goes there and there on the back bumper. But other than that, yeah, I was going to put what would Dango do along here, but I just don't think it's worth it. I put the Team Taxi there. It just looks so nice as it is. I did think about maybe doing a couple of more little white specks coming over the back, which I might still do. I might get up early in the morning. I've been on it since like 7:30 this morning, and it's now 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, I've been flat out today. Good morning, ladies and gents. Excuse the state of my barnet. I've just got up. It's 7:30 in the morning, so not a massive early one, but I wanted to just get the bits finished off on the car, which we have. I'll spin the camera around, show you what we've done extra, and then yeah, this is completely done now. So Carl Farrer's RTR Mustang is ready to hit the track. So yeah, very, very cool. Let me spin the camera. All right, so I've done some little eroded parts coming over the edge of the bumpers to kind of match in with the theme of the checkers. Then obviously logos are on the bonnet. I can't remember if I showed you it last night, but yeah. So all the rest of the car here is done. And then what I've done is I've added some more of the white specks that have come up here across the quarter. Another flame down the bottom, right down the bottom there. And then across the boot, it's the flames. It just looks so good. What would Dango do? And then we've got the back bumper, which has the more of the eroded parts coming down. A bit more of the black. Coming around the RTR logos on the back. Number plate. Yeah, looks really smart. So yeah, it's gonna look amazing skidding. I must admit, that's gonna look incredible. Oh yeah, it's been a real long week actually, getting everything cut and prepped, ready to go. We're off to Mallorca tomorrow just for a few days with Reese and mate Reese Clark and Evie. Yeah, so it should be a nice few days break and a few bevies. I'm very, very drunk and jumping in and out of the pool, so yeah, it should be good. But yeah, we are done. Another one very well done. It looks amazing. Look at this thing. I can't wait to see it go around track. Layers. So that's Carl Farrer, collected the car. He was happy as a boy can be. So yeah, it's on its way to Driftleys now. See you, man. There we go, all done. Right, on to the next.